Hi guys, and welcome to this week's video tutorial on basic opening Tabia. Again, we will be discussing the 5-9 cannons versus Black's screenhouse defense with external rip horse variation. Please do go through the previous video if you have not, because this is an extension of the previous one. So without further ado, let us begin today's board. Central cannon, screenhouse defense, 7th pawn for both colors, pawn rank Chariot, edge cannon for Chariot exchange variation. Red chooses to develop his left horse as a proper horse, a prophylactic move. Bishop +9 for the 5-9 cannons, and Black again attacks the Chariot, and Black goes for the external rip horse, which is thus far the main theme of discussion. In the previous board, at this point in time, Red would attack the central pawn to trade material, and it will appear that Black will gain the upper hand. In this board, we will be discussing c9 plus 4, which is the position of discussion for this board. Now, instead of c5 plus 4, Red will now attack with this edge cannon, making full use of it and threaten to capture the central pawn. Now, at this point in time, there are two main variations. The first would be p7 plus 1, the others would be c7 plus 5, which is similar to the previous board. So, in variation 1, p7 plus 1, Black pushes the pawn forward, threatening to capture the red chariot. And Black immediately doubles down on his attack on the central file. Now, r4 plus 3 would not be a good idea because Black will retreat his horse, threaten the chariot to check, linking it up. And this will be a sound move. Black can continue with c7 plus 5 or p7 equals to 6. Either way, Black achieves a desirable position in nearly even situation. And both colors will be attacking and confronting each other. But generally speaking, so early in the game, Black's cannons would perhaps be more powerful than Red's horses. So h4, that is why r4 equals to 3 is not a good idea. Now if r3 plus 2, again Black will sacrifice material. With this move, there's an option of a discovered check, and Black would be poised to checkmate after maneuvering material. So Red would be Black under heavy attack, and this would definitely not be desirable. So that is why r3 equals to 5 would be the sound move, but even so, Red would be at a disadvantage. So that is why r4 equals to 3 is not a good idea. Instead, c9 equals to 5 would be a better move. Black consolidates his defenses, resolves the check. Now Red will play r4 equals to 3, retreating, capturing the pawn. And after trading material, Red would have an attack along the central file, but Black's defenses are still very sound. Black immediately tries to dislodge the pesky cannon, and Red will protect the cannon in this manner. Obviously, Red cannot move his cannon to safety because Black has h9 plus 7. By this is meant that, for example, if Black played c5 minus 2, Black would immediately start his counter attack, and suddenly this chariot will be trapped. It can only move over here. So Black will now start his offensive, and Black would have an easy time ahead. So c2 plus 3 for his cannon pin or cannon skewer, and Red will now play r3 plus 3 for novelty. Now in the past, it was common to play h3 minus 5 and followed by h5 plus 7 to link the horses up and also attack the Black cannon. However, Red will play a counter with r2 plus 1, giving this chariot a route and preparing to trade material. And after trading material, black would still apply a cannon pin, and black would be in all sorts of trouble. And black's position will become passive, and black can take his time to attack red's very passive position. So r3 plus 3 was the novelty, and black cannot link the horses, cannot move r2 plus 1 now, because if he did a6 plus 7, this would be a fork. So r2 minus 4, r8 plus 4 to trade material, c minus 2. Now, so at this point in time, we can see that red would have 5 pawns versus black's only 2 pawns. Red would this 3-pawn advantage would be significant, and black would not have been able to manage much on this file at this moment in time. So red will enjoy the advantage. So to variation B, c7 plus 5, similar to the previous board, whereby black would attack the elephant immediately. And it is advised for red to deliver a check in this manner. Now, this is an established technical combination. e3 plus 1 would be a bad idea, because now the defense will be weakened. p7 plus 1, threaten the chariot, forcing the chariot to move, and again the horse would now be preparing to attack, and black be faster in delivering the counter attack. Yeah, e3 plus 5. Now, this is a necessary defensive measure. It would be a bad idea, to trade the cannons. Check. 2 plus 5, retreating the cannon. Check. See how the horse can move. The pressure on here is quite severe. Red tries to move his king to safety and also threaten with a checkmate. And both colors will be attacking, but red will be slightly faster in the ensuing attack, because now the horse can cross the river and take the elephant. So this is not ideal for h3 plus 5. Now after this, c5 minus 1 to threaten the elephant, to threaten the horse. h2 plus 4. Now red was intent on taking a chance to attack aggressively. Now black advanced the cannon to trap the enemy chariot. Now this is a very steadfast counter. Another possible option would be to play p7 plus 1. Check. And the situation will be both colors attacking each other, and the battle will be heating up. Both colors, it will be very hard to determine who has the upper hand in this situation. Either way, this will also be a desirable move. In this variation, which is quite interesting, black advances the cannon, threatening to capture the other red cannon with this move. h3 plus 5, p7 plus 1 for defense. Now, black cannot be greedy. If he captured the cannon immediately, black would try to gain capture, and now this chariot will become very powerful, pinning these two pieces, and there's always a threat over here. So red would have the position advantage in this situation. So p7 plus 1 to dislodge the chariot first, forcing it away. r8 plus 6 to attack the horse, going for the checkmate. 4 minus 5 and gaining back lost material at this point. Red's central cannon offensive would be broken down. They would not have any central cannon at this moment in time, and black would be able to have more space. Red is compensated with having more pawns, and it would be relatively equal. So in this board, again, the main key point was red attacking with the edge cannon instead of the central cannon. And in version B, we can see that after some complicated maneuvering, both colors will reach a very equal position. But again, we can see that black could have many options available for him in this variation to employ. So this is quite desirable for both colors, as they would have their scruples, but either way they would be able to continue the game. So let us review this game from the eyes of black. Central cannon, screen horse, 7th pawn, pawn rank chariot, edge cannon for chariot exchange variation. Red develops left horse as a foul horse. All these are important variations. Prophylactic move, 5-9 cannons, dislodge, external rip horse, and today's position of discussion, c9 plus 4. Variation A, p7 plus 1, variation B, c7 plus 5. Variation A, attacking the horse immediately, since the cannon had moved, so this horse would not be unprotected. But red will counter aggressively with a c9 equals to 5, which is once very popular, but became popular again. 4 equals to 3 is not advocated because black would now be able to attack very aggressively. And shifter c9 equals to 5, the defensive move, threatening to capture the cannon, retreating the horse, losing the pawn, or red gaining the pawn, h3 minus 5, after trade on material, red immediately dislodges, preparing to play h9 plus 7 if need be, forcing the horse to protect. If he did not, h9 plus 7, the black chariot will be in all sorts of trouble. So a Cannon Skewer, h3 plus 3, a novel move. If h3 minus 5, after trading material, red would still apply a cannon pin and have the advantage. r2 equals to 4, after trading material, the situation will become even, but red would have more pawns, and this will become significant later on in the game. Variation B, c7 plus 5, threatening to capture the elephant. This will appear to be the better variation for black. h5 plus 4, threatening the horse, offering exchange of material, defensive move, p7 plus 1, to prevent the cannon from capturing and also attacking the chariot. h4 equals to 7. Black chooses to sacrifice material, and this captures the cannon back for compensation, and this will be an equal situation. So I hope you've enjoyed this short video. If you like the work that I've been doing, please do subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.